Thank you for joining me today. Today I want to come by and talk about a topic that's been circulating all over YouTube and everywhere. People like this guy by the name of Timothy Ward, a YouTuber called The Upgrade, and a lot of YouTubers are out there talking about the American dream. So now I've also did a video on the American dream. Please be sure to go and check it out. And I'm going to leave a link to all of the creators I listed below. Am I ready to give up on the American dream? Does the American dream still exist? So I want to come by today and give you my insights and thoughts on the American dream. Is it time to just let it go? Hey everybody, welcome to Man on a Mission. I'm your host, Milton Craft. Here at Man on a Mission, we talk about having a positive mindset, wealth management, men's health, podcasts, and everyday life. So today I want to talk about a topic that's just buzzing all over the place, and it's talking about the American dream. Is it time to give up on the American dream? Does the American dream still exist? So when we talk about the American dream, what's the first thing that comes to mind? The first thing that comes to mind is that family of two, husband and wife, 2 kids, couple of cars, a nice big house, nice job, money to sustain yourself. That's what we think about when we think about the American dream. Now, everybody doesn't live like that. Everybody doesn't have that, but that's what people define the American dream as. Now, Investopedia describes the American dream as this. They say the American dream is the belief that anyone, regardless of where they were born or what class they were born in, can obtain their own version of success in a society in which upward mobility is possible for everyone. The American dream is believed to be achieved through sacrifice, risk-taking, and hard work rather than choice. Let that sink in for a second. Now, we were all taught growing up, you work hard, you dedicate yourself, you commit yourself, you'll achieve anything in this life that you want. That's not true. We all know that's not true. You can work hard as you want, long as you want, and all you're going to end up with is a sore back, high blood pressure, and sick and tired and broke. Now, this American dream, for me, I think it doesn't apply to everyone. It's only for a few select people, and we probably know who they are. But the American dream, to me, is something that's really not obtainable to people here in America, because it's designed to put you in debt, to make you continually work and work and work in a system that you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears into, but they're not putting anything back into you. You're giving up your time, your energy, your thoughts, and your family time to help someone else become rich. People work jobs for their entire lives. They work 8 to 5, 8 to 9, 8 to 12, however, 10 or 12 hours a day. For what? You don't make enough money to buy a house. You don't make enough money to what? To buy a car. You don't make enough money to join a club, to be in a membership. So I think people need to realize that this American dream can be very stressful, and it can cause people to go into a lot of debt trying to achieve and obtain these things that they want you to have. I think for any American that you need to figure out a few simple things, and those are, number one, what does it take to make you happy? What is it that you need to make you happy while you're living here on this earth? Number two, why are you always being a people pleaser? Stop being a people pleaser. Figure out why you can't be the one who people are looking up to. You don't always have to please people. And number three, learn to get the things that you want. Work for it. Write it down. Set goals. Set intentions. Learn to get the things that you want. This American dream has got people so caught up and so confused that they don't even know what makes them happy anymore. They're so caught up in society. They're so caught up in the so-called dream of this house, this home, this family, this membership, all of these clubs, that they don't know what makes them happy anymore. They think that going to work every day, working 13, 15 hours, is putting your dues in for this great American system that's going to make you live the American dream. That is not true. That is not true. That's only, like I said earlier, it's gonna break you down, break your back, and make you stressed out. So what happens when you become stressed out? So you become stressed out, and you don't get the things that are supposedly set aside for this American dream. What happens? You get depressed. You get mad. You get sad. You get overwhelmed. And how much time in the average American family is spent in that box? Sad, depressed, overwhelmed. And we wonder now why people are so sick. If you look at how Malcolm X described the American dream, Malcolm said that I see through the eyes of a victim. I don't see any American dream. I see an American nightmare. Wow. That is, I mean, that's hard to swallow, but if you look at it, look at the rate that people are getting sick at work. Look at the rate that people are losing their jobs. Look at the rate that people are losing their homes. Look at the rate that people are just losing their minds and just totally becoming lost. That's a nightmare. We are living in this American nightmare, but they put us in this nightmare and we've accepted it as part of our reality. We've changed our mindsets to just adjust and to just take in whatever they say about living this American dream. And we feel that we have to have these things, and we will just kill ourselves at all costs to get it. So we work and work and work ourselves so hard trying to make money to achieve this American dream. But at the end of the day, we still don't have anything to show for it. We still don't have any money in savings. We still don't have any money in checking. In 2019, the U.S. Federal Reserve said that the median transaction account balance, which is checking and savings combined for the American family, is only $5,300. $5,300. Now, that's not enough for most families to survive each month. So what if something happens? What if the car breaks down? What if the water heater blows up? What are you going to do? At the end of the day, you're still stressed out trying to achieve this American dream. You poured all you have into what they tell you to do, work hard, and you'll get this upward mobility. It'll drive you up. It'll help you to get to a higher place. But in reality, the only thing that's high when you're trying to face the American dream is what? Your blood pressure, the rent, stress, food, bills, and everything else. That's the only thing that's high. Your money's not going up. Nothing that helps you is going up. You're just becoming more stressed and overworked and overwhelmed in this American dream concept. So at some point you have to realize, is this dream worth me just giving up myself, hurting myself, hurting my family, overstressing myself, putting myself in sad moods, stress, unhappiness? Is it worth it trying to achieve this so-called American dream? I want to talk a little bit more about the three things I discussed earlier and kind of tie it into my own personal story so that you can get a better understanding of what I'm saying. And the first thing was, what will make you happy? And the second thing was, are we just people pleasers? And the third thing is, learn to get out of life what you want. So let me talk a little bit about those three things and put it into the framework of this American dream. I'm going to tell you about my experience with the American dream. So I want to talk about what will make you happy. What will make you happy? So growing up, everybody was taught, where I grew up, that get your education, learn as much as you can, go to college, get a college degree, find a good paying job, and that should take care of you and give you everything that you desire to have in this so-called American dream. But that's not true. I went to school, I went to college, graduated college, went on to get an MBA, worked in several places in my life, several careers, and they didn't make me rich. They made somebody else rich, they made somebody else wealthy, but they didn't make me rich. So you have to learn what makes you happy, and I've learned that working for someone constantly every day, doing something that someone else wants you to do to make them successful, is not making me happy at all. But the American Dream tells you that you need to do that in order to be successful. That you need to go in and work for someone Give them your all. Give them everything that you have, all your ideas, all your passions, so that you can continue this American dream to make other corporations and other people wealthy. You have to learn what makes you happy. And if that's not what makes you happy, then you need to look somewhere else to do something else. Because the second thing is, are we just people pleasers? And what I mean by that is, we want to fit in so bad, be part of this American society, this American culture, this American dream, that we'll do anything and everything to please those people that we work for. I worked for several companies, and I thought at a young age that you had to give everything that you had. You had to work those long hours. You had to be on call. You had to come in off your vacation early. You had to give up some of your family time in order to be successful, for you to be successful, to help that company to grow, to be better, so that it could be good for everybody. But it's not true. That's for them. That's their American dream. But that's not your American dream. The American dream says that if you work hard, that you'll be advanced, you'll gain success, you'll be successful, and that with upward mobility. Now, if you look at the upward mobility charts, you'll notice that America is not even in the top 10 countries when it comes to places with upward mobility. I think they're not like number 21 on the list. They're not even at the top. So how can we say that this American dream is the best thing that we can seek out when America's not even number one at the top for upward mobility? So people pleasing is something that we need to be very careful of, that we don't sell ourselves short, that we don't give up who we are, we don't undervalue, underestimate ourselves, that we just fall into this American dream that if we work hard, we will achieve success. That's not true. That is not true, because it's only for a few select people, like everything else in this country. At some point in this life, you've got to learn to get what you want out of life, because you only get one. You only get one life. And if there's something that you want, if there's something that you want to see happen, if there's something that you want to try, you have to find the means, the mindset, and the focus to do it. Because this American dream is not set up for you to succeed. The only way that you're going to succeed is to invest, reinvest in yourself. Put yourself first. Put the things that you want, the things that you desire, the things that you want to see come to pass. You have to put those at the forefront, because the American dream does not put you first. It puts America first. And sometimes you don't fit into what this so-called America looks like. You're just another person out there working hard, trying to make it. And you've seen a lot of people who come into this country as immigrants, and some of them have made it, some of them have not. But the thing that you need to realize is, look at all the people who are already here, who've been here their entire lives, who were born here, who gave their blood, sweat, and tears to companies and corporations, and now all they have is a retirement check, a Social Security, which they're so broke down and aged that they can't even enjoy it, because they bought into this American dream, this big house, these cars, kids, memberships, clubs, and all those things that come with this so-called American dream, and they went into debt, which causes stress, which causes anxiety, which causes people to be unhappy, to people to be mad, to be sad, depressed. All of that comes from trying to achieve this so-called American dream. You will lose yourself in this process to the point where you just lose it. You lose it all. And the thing about it is, you never achieve the so-called American dream. So I just wanted to come on just for a minute. I didn't want to be long. I just wanted to give my take on this American dream and why I don't think it's achievable, why I don't think people should be overstressing and trying to find this dream that doesn't exist. Stop living your life trying to do something that doesn't exist. Find your own internal happiness. Do something in this life that you want. Do the things that you want to see achieved, because America is not going to do anything to help you. You're going to continue to work hard. You're going to continue to give your all. For what? People are still going to be homeless. People are still going to be jobless. People are still going to be starving. Families are still going to be looking for places to live, trying to achieve this so-called American dream. So for me, I don't think this American dream is obtainable. I don't think it's something that people need to even put in their vocabulary anymore. I think people need to focus on what in this life is going to make me happy and try to do those things. Don't focus on an American dream. That's not your dream. That's America's dream. So let them have their dream. You find the thing that you are passionate about and that you want to give your all toward. So that's my rant on this American dream. I hope it helps somebody to see that they need to refocus and put their mindset somewhere else and get it off of trying to live something that's not obtainable. So Milton Craft here, Man on a Mission. I hope this helps somebody and look forward to talking to you on the next video.